we made a list of the best Hulu series to watch in 2021 for you. But before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we bring out new videos each week. So let's head into our top picks. Number 10. How I Met Your Mother. The caveat with recommending How I Met Your Mother is that it has possibly one of the worst series finales of all time, but it's a testament to the strength of the actors and storytelling in earlier seasons that is still very much worth recommending. The half-hour comedy aired on CBS for 9 seasons, from 2005 to 2014, and combines serialized mystery box storytelling with your standard sitcom. The show is told from the point of view of a narrator in the future, the adult version of Josh Radnor's Ted Mosby, who's telling his kids the story of how he met their mother. The mystery through the whole series is who the kid's mother will be, as Ted moves from relationship to heartbreak over and over again, with teases here and there about his bride-to-be's identity. What makes the show genuinely great is its ensemble cast, as Ted is surrounded by charismatic friends that each bring a distinct and dynamic sense of humor to the series. It's funny and sweet, and the mystery is genuinely intriguing. Just don't say we didn't warn you about that ending. Number 9. The Great. The aptly named The Great is, well, spectacular. From the Oscar-nominated co-writer of The Favorite, the series is loosely based on the life of Catherine the Great, who became Empress of Russia after staging a coup against her husband. Elle Fanning plays Catherine, and the show's first season finds her marrying Peter III, and discovering her fairy tale life of royal ruling won't exactly go as planned. The season finds her staging a coup against her husband, which plays out in hilarious and heartbreaking fashion. Holt is absolutely phenomenal as the cruel and thick-headed Peter, and Fanning fulfills the role of the ambitious and bold Catherine with vigor, equal parts funny and melancholic, with a dash of romance for good measure. The Great is one of the best things Hulu has made. Number 8. Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars shouldn't be as good as it is. There are so many ways a teen-centric private eye show can go wrong, and yet creator/showrunner Rob Thomas always keeps his series firmly planted in reality, grounded by a star-making performance from Kristen Bell. The titular high schooler never feels like a conduit for middle-aged adult singers, and that's a testament to both Thomas's writing and Bell's maturity as a performer. On top of that, the mysteries are genuinely compelling, the teen drama alluring, and the ensemble is filled out with charismatic actors who soak up the screen. Think The OC meets True Detective, and you've got Veronica Mars. Number 7. Homeland. If you like thrillers, especially spy or political thrillers, then Homeland is a must-watch. The first season of this Showtime series is still the best, but all 8 seasons have value. The story follows a CIA analyst, played by Claire Danes, who is brilliant but suffers from bipolar disorder, which can sometimes greatly affect her job. The first season finds her looking closely at a Marine veteran who was held captive by Al-Qaeda and has now returned home. The question is, has he been turned by the enemy and is now plotting an attack? That sustains Season 1 and a bit of Season 2, but as the story moves on, each season feels like its own contained, long spy thriller yarn, and Danes, Damian Lewis, and Maddie Paddington deliver excellent performances. Number 6. Modern Family. While the ABC sitcom Modern Family may feel a tad dated now, it's easy to forget this comedy was an absolute juggernaut when it first aired. The show ran for 11 seasons in total, and won the Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series for its first 5 seasons in the air. Drawing heavy influence from The Office, this is a family sitcom in mockumentary style that follows the exploits of one family, husband and wife, Phil and Claire and their 3 children, Claire's father and his new wife, and her child, and Claire's brother and his husband. Number 5. Damages. A 5-season series that may not have been appreciated properly in its time. Damages was an early hit for FX, premiering in 2007 with plenty of star power. Not only did the legal thriller spotlight perennial Oscar nominee Glenn Close and star on the rise Rose Byrne, but the case at the center of Season 1 focused on the criminal misdeeds of Arthur Frobisher, with Season 2 moving on to a new trial that brought in new players like William Hurt, Marcia Gay Harden, Timothy Olyphant, and more. Beyond the caliber of its actors though, the show struck out for its innovative plotting, with each episode jumping between time periods as a core mystery unfolded in both the past and the future. While future seasons showed a decreasing return on value, it remained a compelling drama that's worthy of consideration, even here in the era of peak TV. Number 4. The Handmaid's Tale. in a not too distant future, after an environmental disaster causes widespread infertility, an extremist cult in the US stages a coup, establishing the totalitarian state of Gilead. In this new society, women are relegated to subservient roles, and due to the low birth rate, a class of women called handmaids is conscripted to bear children for the leaders of Gilead. The protagonist of The Handmaid's Tale, Offred, is one such woman, forced to have ritualized sex with Commander Fred Waterford to provide him and his wife with a child. Living without any rights or power, Offred tries to survive each day, hoping to one day be free. Number 3. Little Fires Everywhere. Hollywood A-listers Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington burn their talented acting candles bright in this gritty miniseries, as both show off their talents for pulling off serious, dramatic, and highly emotional roles. Based on the 2017 Celeste Ng novel of the same name, the period series is set in the 90s and highlights the dramatic differences between these two women. While they share motherhood in common, they come from very different socioeconomic backgrounds, making them markedly different people with very different lives and life experiences. It beautifully examines the dichotomy between wealth and privilege, and hardship and sacrifice. Number 2. Normal People. Normal People, based on the acclaimed novel of the same name by Sally Rooney, is quite simply one of 2020's best new shows. It's essentially Call Me By Your Name meets The OC, as it charts the relationship between two individuals from their teen years in high school up through college, but it's told with a level of intimacy and emotional maturity rarely seen on TV. Daisy Edgar Jones and Paul Mescal are mesmerizing as the two individuals at the heart of this 12-episode limited series, and you'll find your heart swooning and breaking right alongside them. It's also one of the best directed shows on all of television. Number 1. Superstore. If you love shows like The Office and Parks and Recreation, you'll fall for Superstore in a heartbeat. The half-hour NBC comedy series ran for 6 seasons and is a workplace comedy that takes place in a fictional big box store in St. Louis. America Ferrera plays one of the store's veteran employees who works hard to make a living for her husband and daughter. Ben Feldman is a new hire fresh out of college whose naive optimism bumps up against the harsh realities of working retail. Indeed, anyone who's worked retail will relate hard to the struggles of the characters in Superstore, which hits that sweet spot of funny and emotional that made shows like The Office so irresistible. What TV show did you like best? What series was missing on our list for you? Tell us in the comments. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We put out new videos like this one every week. We'll see you for our next video. Thanks for watching.